Let's do it. You guys, welcome to another episode of Glitter and Garbage. I'm Justine Marino. I'm here with someone I am such a fan of.
No, stop.
I am. I fangirl a lot on this show, and this is going to be no exception. So this person, I love him so much. Stand-up comedian, hilarious podcaster. You have your own podcast. You are on tour. You have a hot show at the Comedy Store. Former teacher. I mean, you just do it all. It's Joe Dombrowski.
Thank you. Okay, did we not fall in love immediately?
We did. It was
we did.
It's funny because we started following each other. Like, I don't remember how, but like suddenly we were following each other and I was like, I am obsessed with this person. And then we were on a show together at the Improv. Mm-hmm. And the week before you were in Denver, and I was there close to around then. I was in town for some family stuff, and I almost, no joke, reached out to you to be like, hey, can I hop on one of your shows?
Open invitation, just so you know.
Thank you so much. I should have absolutely come early and hopped on. But
you're going back.
I'm going back.
Yeah, one of your shows.
This weekend, Sunday, September 8th. This will come out the next day. But if you guys are listening, Wednesday the 11th, come through. South
Downtown
Club.
Or South?
South Club.
Love
Wednesday.
The South Club.
So fun.
I prefer the South Club. I know a lot of people prefer downtown. I prefer the South Club.
I'm fine with either club, but I'm with you that like I feel like the South Club is the sleeper, you know? Mm-hmm. And I went to high school close to the South Club. So I'm like, I know you bougie fucks.
Denver
you know what
girl.
I mean?
Denver
yes.
girl.
I am a Denver girl.
Gotcha.
Yes. Where are you from again? Seattle?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh,
but
Detroit.
But I live in Seattle.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes. But I'll never not rep Michigan.
Yeah, you got to.
For sure.
I mean,
for sure.
The Mitt?
The Mitt.
Yeah, I know the Mitt.
Yeah, for sure. It is alarming, though, moving from the Midwest to the West Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know if it was like this for you with Denver. Like, okay, the example is when I like my husband and I were very open-minded, very alive. And then when we got to Seattle, we were like, are we Republican?
Yeah.
Like, it was so jarring.
Yes.
Like being shamed for like not composting.
Yes.
I was like, let me fucking be able to spell compost
Exactly.
first.
Oh my God.
It was a lot.
No,
and
it is
you
a lot.
Got that too?
Yeah, I get that for sure. I mean, even just going back and forth and being on the road and going to different places.
Yeah.
Everywhere's a different universe.
Oh my God, baby, you're telling me.
It is crazy. I mean, I was thinking of you because you did a religious school recently, right?
Oh.
And I wanted to ask you about this because I had a similar thing.
Yeah.
I did Notre Dame years ago.
Okay.
And they hit up my agent and they were like, can she take out her birth control bit? And I was like, that's like, first of all, which part? Secondly, that's like 20 minutes of my act.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I related so much to just like the nerves because you're not a clean comic or anything. Yeah.
Common misconception.
Yes.
Because people really do, because I was a teacher for 10 years, elementary school.
Right.
And that's very cute. And it's
so cute.
It was great. And it is wholesome, like on paper.
Yeah.
But like the way I talk about it is not, like I talk about like being so hungover and not able to like function in the class. Like it's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
So people do often think that it's clean and I'm like, honey, just like come see it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Plus it's like comedy comes from life, so it's also like very gay.
Yes,
and
which is
that
so too. For me. Like,
which is so for me.
Yes.
But yeah, so then I did that gig and it was at SMU, Southern Methodist University.
Oh, okay.
Which I didn't know how it was gonna go. But my husband lived in Dallas for some time, and at first he was like, it's gonna be fine. It's really not as Methodist as it is just rich kids and families.
Sure.
And I was like, whatever. Bitch. I've never walked a room before. A third just got up and they were dropping like flies, so I didn't know what to do.
Really?
You know what I started doing?
What?
I started singing. Every time someone would get up and leave, I would just sing, "Our God is an awesome God." And then my saving grace was I found a little pocket of like just queerdos from the theater department, and I asked, "Are you guys in theater?" And they're like, "Yes!" Yeah. And I was like, the show is for you. The rest of this is for you. Yeah. And then they just like weren't vibing with my crowd work because I'm talking to these fucking 18, 19-year-old kids. I'm talking about getting married, buying a house, having a child, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just like, make us laugh, clown. I'm like, this isn't for you. So then I pivoted to crowd work and tried.
Yeah.
But then they're also sensitive.
Yes, they're so sensitive.
So sensitive.
So
I was just like, bye.
It's been a minute since I've done colleges. Again, this was like 10 years ago. And even then, I was like in my 20s still, and I still felt so much older than them, you know?
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Well, that was the thing. So when it wasn't going well, I was like, well, let's do old teaching material that you used to do that's a little bit more just like on the nose.
Right.
So I did that, and then like I was like, well, fuck, I've been out of the classroom for so long. Those are the kids. Like these are the kids that you are talking about.
Yeah.
Like when they were in kindergarten, you were the teacher. And I was like, oh shit. So then I was like, and also I'm talking about being a teacher, and they're like, yeah, teachers were just our authoritarians 6 months ago. So why should I, like, they're still, like, that's still uncool.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
You're so cool. They have no idea.
Honestly, they did have no idea.
They do not even know.
They didn't know.
That's hard for me to believe because I've only seen you crush it, you know?
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. I mean, every time I've seen you at the Improv, which has been a few times the past, like, couple months, you've just been a delight.
Thank you.
Everyone has enjoyed it.
Same with you.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you're great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The last time we were at the Improv, too, that was a hot room.
Oh, so good.
That was such a good room.
Yeah, it was good.
And then the lineup that you're on tonight is like insane.
Oh, tomorrow with Bobby and Sebastian.
Yeah, I was
and
like,
TJ.
oh my God,
I know.
This is stacked.
Everyone's hitting me up. I'm like, well, hopefully this one will sell out because it's been weird. Like
Summer
is crazy.
Dude, you're telling me.
The worst.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, like lineups with crazy huge comics are like have not been totally selling out, which is insane. So, but I think tomorrow will sell out. It's
gonna be nice.
So many friends hitting me up being like, "Hey, can I get guest list?" I was like, "That's not gonna happen for this one, buddy."
What's a guest list, bitch?
Yeah, exactly. I don't go to. Here's the website.
Bye, girl. Bye.
Bye, bitch. Okay, well, I'm so glad to have you on. Before we get started, though, let us know where you're at. Let's plug everything now.
Let's do it. You can find. I'm gonna do it direct in the camera.
Yeah,
like
do it.
Bitch.
Give it. Hit him. Hit him
That
with
I am.
it.
You follow me on all social media. Typically, it's at underscore. It's okay. I'm having a stroke. It's at Joe _Dombrowski. And my website is thejoedombrowski.com. I'm going to be in Irvine in a couple of weeks, in Sacramento and San Jose, a lot of California. But then I'm going to be in like Boston and New York and Portland, Oregon. Portland, Maine. Sorry, Oregon. I didn't mean to do that to you.
No.
And you can get your tickets at thejoedombrowski.com. And every month, every first Wednesday, I'm at the store with my show, My Straight Friends, where we have straight comedians come on and we quiz them on gay culture. And they flounder, and it's amazing. So come.
Looks so funny.
So come.
You guys, I've seen clips and it's good. Definitely check it out.
Come by sometime.
I will. I'll pop by. I was so excited. I sent you some topics. And I was like, let me know if there's anything you see. This morning we wake up and we were blessed with the
Were we ever?
Dancing with the Stars season 33, which like how long? I feel like I'm not old enough for this to be the 33rd season, but here we are.
Mirror ball.
Yeah.
Is that the first topic we're gonna start with?
Yes, let's start with it. Let's go.
So the gag of the season is Anna Delvey.
Yeah.
But before we even get into that bitch.
Yes.
Kind of not a bad season otherwise.
I'm very excited. So before we start, I should preface this by saying I am a huge 90210 fan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great.
Literally just had Ian Ziering on 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Obsessed, constantly threatened to turn this into a 90210 podcast like every week.
Oh, wow.
So I will be rooting for Tori Spelling.
I was going to say, do you know Tori Spelling?
We follow each other.
Okay.
We've not met, but we have a lot of common friends.
Yeah.
And yes, we keep up with each other's stories.
Cute.
Just emailed her to do the pod like 2 days ago because I was like, well, I just had Ian on. Maybe she'd be down, you know. And then, of course, today this comes. I'm like, well, she's probably going to be a little busy for a few months.
For the foreseeable future.
Yeah, exactly.
Love Tori Spelling, too. Big Tori Spelling fan. Love 90210. I think she's going to do great. And that is why we can still call it Dancing with the Stars.
Exactly.
But then you have like the Olympians too,
yes.
which great.
Yes.
Steven Rande. So cute.
So cute.
A gay icon now.
Love.
Did you see him blow up on gay social media?
So cute.
Super cute. Yep. Palm of the horse.
Into it.
Loved that. Phaedra, hello.
I mean.
Did you watch her on Traitors?
No.
Bitch, what are you doing?
Wait.
Are you kidding me?
No, I didn't.
You didn't watch Traitors?
No, I need to watch See, I'm already scared.
You're not invited to
I'm
Pride.
not invited to
No, you can't come.
I'm the worst ally.
You can't come. You can't come. Yeah, Phaedra's on it.
Pride.
But then, and this is going to be terrible that I address him as this. Julia Roberts' husband and what's her name? Roberts' dad.
Oh, Emma Roberts' dad.
Yeah.
What's his name? Roberts. I worked with him on a short film. What's his name, Aaron? Can you put it up on the screen? Because I refuse to wear the headphones, Aaron types me notes.
I love this.
So
I love
fun.
it. Tell us, Aaron. Tell us.
Eric Roberts. That's
Eric
what
Roberts.
it is. I beat you for once.
And he's an actor?
He's an actor.
This is terrible. I bet he hates being like Julia's brother.
Oh, absolutely. He was so funny on this. Eric Roberts, brother of Julia. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
He was so funny. I did this short film with him years ago. We filmed, just a quick aside, we filmed at the Houdini estate, which is very cool. It's a really cool property here in Los Angeles. And we had it was like a group scene with him in it. They literally shot him out. Like, he shot all his scenes alone, and then we went and pretended to react to him. Like, it was so weird. They were trying to get him out so fast that he came in and he was calling everyone boss, but he was bossing everyone around. It was so funny. He's like, you got it, boss, but don't you think we should do it this way? I was like, bitch, you direct this. You go, you bitch.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Wait, so let me ask you this. Was he shooting another project or like just didn't want to be with the other actors?
I don't know.
Because those are two different things.
It could have been anything. I don't know how they got him. Like, I mean, I guess maybe times are tough. I've seen a few Lifetime movies he's been in. They were not good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he just didn't want to be around other actors. We were in the makeup chairs next to each other. So it wasn't like he needed his own space, but they were just like, we got to get him out of here. And they just flew through his scenes, and we stood there for him to react, and then he was gone, and we just had to pretend he was there. He had to get back to celebrity rehab. Aaron.
Is that for real?
Shade. We don't know.
Oh,
he was on it though, right?
No,
he was on celebrity rehab.
Oh, wow.
He's been a little troubled, as they say, throughout.
Was it booger sugar or booze? Or?
Ooh, I don't know. I bet it was a mix.
We need to figure it out.
We need to figure it out. Aaron, if you find it, let me know. Let us know.
So then Anna Delvey.
Okay, so
did you lose your fucking mind?
I had seen Tori, I had seen a few of the names, and then I looked at your story and I was like, this could not be more meant to be, because I click on your story and you just have this picture of Anna, and I'm like, for a second I was kind of half asleep. I was just waking up and I was like, is this real? Is this a dream? Is this my dream or nightmare? She had the fuck for weed? Sorry.
No.
Guys. What?
You know who else went to celebrity rehab for weed?
Who?
The little girl from the Cosby Show.
What?
Cosby Show?
Cosby. Yeah, there was a little girl on Cosby.
I think it was Cosby Show.
And I would say
or Family Matters.
Ooh.
And I think what I'm doing right now is racism. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But one of the two.
One of those
two.
Went
for weed.
That's crazy. By that standard, I should be locked
there right
up
now.
Forever.
Right.
Like, I should not be doing this podcast.
Absolutely, never.
Absolutely not. But your picture, I saw, and immediately I saw, and I'm like, is she competing with her ankle monitor this season? And she is.
She is.
Here's the picture.
There's
we
the picture.
got it.
Now let's break this down.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, this is 1,000,000% intentional, because they have the budget to hire someone to get that thing out of the picture at least. Or
bedazzled.
Like,
would it kill us to bedazzle it a little bit?
You know what I have to say? I don't think you're allowed to, because I did have a friend in college who had one, and we wanted to put glitter and stuff on it, and he was like, no, it's gonna because it also tracks your alcohol intake.
Oh, so you probably can't put other substances on it. Got it. Okay, great. So
but if you were under house arrest.
Yes.
How much would this piss you off right now? Like, I'm in my fucking apartment and this bitch gets to go on Dancing with the Stars. I'd lose my mind.
And it's like documented what a horrible person she was. Like, so, and we've all watched it and we all know how she just like took advantage of all these people and now is being celebrated and on Dancing with the Stars.
And I'm just going to call it like it is, Hollywood fucking. What is this, is Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Disney Plus?
Yeah, really?
Like you want to be so wholesome, so cutesy pootsy, put the cleanest comedy things out there that you ever seen, but then you want to take a criminal, let's not get it twisted.
Criminal.
And put them on Dancing. I see what you're doing.
Exactly.
Okay, talk two sides out of your ass.
Yeah.
But then I knew about this weeks ago because it was rumored that it was supposed to be Anna Delvey and Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
I was just going to say, was Gypsy not available?
Well, it was going to be both of them. I don't know what happened. If it was both of them, I was going to take a bath with a toaster. Like that was, I would have been inconsolable. I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah. I honestly totally understand. Look, I love talking about Gypsy on this podcast, but we cannot forget she did have her mother murdered. It's like, as a society, we're like, oh, they had a glow up. Yeah, let's get behind him. She's a bad bitch. It's like, no, that's a criminal.
And okay, I feel like this isn't a podcast. I feel like we're just talking.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Also, if you talk bad about her online, do you know how hard people come for you?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have not spoken my truth on it because I will not deal with, like, I've dealt with Demi Lovato fans before, and I will not get into Gypsy Rose fans.
Haven't we all?
They tried to dox me.
They did?
They tried to dox me.
Wait, Demi Lovato fans did?
Yeah, I said I ran my mouth.
What was it? Because for me, I used to love Demi. I loved her voice.
I still do.
I love her music, but when she tried to take down fucking
the yogurt shop?
Big Chill, my old improv yogurt spot where I would go before improv every Thursday, no, bitch. The fucking respect stops here, okay?
Right. First of all, I do, before I say this, like, love the gal. I think she is wonderful.
Yes.
But what I did is I said something along the lines of the yogurt and the aliens.
Oh, right. The aliens, I forgot.
And they weren't having it.
No, they weren't. I mean, look.
I've repented for that sin.
That's
so
good.
do not do it
That's
again.
good.
Don't come for me.
Do not come. He made amends, you know.
I did.
To the Levotics. I think that's what they're called. The Levotics.
That's kind of like fierce, though.
So fierce. I think it's better than the Arianators, to be honest. Arianator is like.
That's real?
That's real. Arianators, Beehive, obviously.
Obviously.
Levotics. What was
Lambs.
Britney Army.
Yeah. What's Gaga's? Little Monsters.
Little Monsters,
right.
Yeah. So they all have, here we have the Glitterati.
The Glitterati? Okay, I'm obsessed with that. Yeah, that's
exactly.
good.
They'll love you.
I wonder what Chapel Roans are going to be.
Yeah, what's a good do not come for Joe? Thank you. See?
Thank you.
Aaron's got your back.
I think that Chapel Roans should be something like a play on church.
Oh, totally.
Like sisters.
The sisters. Yes, the sisters. As someone who went to Catholic school.
Me too.
You did?
Yes.
That's why I loved that video you put up of the singing.
Yeah,
I was like,
did it go like deep down?
Yes,
no, I can't forget it.
And the fact that you sang "Our God is an Awesome God"
100
on Easter, on our way to gay Easter brunch, I did make my boyfriend listen to a trap remix of "Our God is an Awesome God." I will send it to you.
It's pathetic that I already know which one you're talking about.
So good.
It is so good.
It's good.
Oh, look at us.
Look at us. Yeah. Just, Catholic school kids coming together.
Talking about criminals on Dancing with the Stars. Look at us.
Okay, yeah. So back to Dancing with the Stars. So did they not go with Gypsy because she's pregnant now, right?
Yeah, and she is not a fan of her baby daddy, I don't think.
Oh.
So it's her baby daddy, her ex-husband.
I think so.
Out of jail for less than 6 months. Ex-husband and a baby.
And a baby and a divorce.
And a divorce.
Yeah, it's like married, divorce.
The Catholics would not.
The Catholics
would never.
Yes, they would never. Although she could just go ask for forgiveness.
Right.
She'd be
right.
fine.
She slays mama.
Yeah, she slays confession.
Right. Sure. I don't know, but that is crazy. I don't know if it was just rumors. And if it was rumor, it was a great rumor because it really got people chirping.
Yeah.
And talking about this next season.
Yeah.
And there will be a lot of hate watching.
Yeah, of course. That's all I do is hate watch. I will say I do think it was smart of them to not have them both on the same. It feels like we're hitting the same beat in terms of the type of celebrity to have both Anna and Gypsy on.
Right.
So I'd rather them
celebrity, but you mean criminal. Right. Don't play.
Criminal. Thank you for the correction.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I am so sorry. That was so disrespectful to Tori. Tori, I am sorry. I did not mean to put you in the same category. I love that you are like, no, they're criminals, because online I'm constantly seeing just like praise. And I'm like, look, I get it. I get the like humor of like rooting for someone who, did some questionable things. But at the end of the day, these are still two criminals.
And the people, see, okay.
Oh.
Now I'm going to say this.
Okay.
God, you make me too comfortable.
Oh, no, get comfortable.
Okay. The Anna Delvey thing.
Oh, yes.
I have run my mouth on her, and they come for you. Okay. Now here's their argument: is that, well, she did nothing wrong. Those people were so rich. She was just taking from super rich people. And I was like, she's not Robin Hood. She wasn't stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. She was just stealing from the rich. That's the end.
Yeah.
And that is not okay.
What do they say to that?
She did nothing wrong. She was just, and she would have gotten the money if they were like, if she got the money and was able to execute her plan, she would have made the money to be able to pay them back. I'm like, yeah, that's not legal.
Yeah.
What that process of what you're talking about is not
they need to
allowed.
They need to take a class with you.
And when that came out, when all that happened and I was teaching, I sat my class down. I go, let's talk about embezzlement.
Kids, really important lesson today.
Word of the day. Yeah.
I
have an important
yes.
Am I taking over your podcast?
No, I love it. I do not. Please talk. This is my podcast is your podcast.
I love that. Me podcast.
It's your podcast.
Okay. I have this. I do this with my friends.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
And I will leave the justification for after you answer.
Okay.
Is Dancing with the Stars moving up in your career or moving down?
For some of these like Olympians, sometimes I'm like, you're really talented. You have more to go. You know what I mean? Or some of the really young contestants they'll have on, I'm like, already? You know?
Right.
But I think for the most part, I'd say most people, when you get the invite, you're typically like, I'm not there yet. Didn't Dave Chappelle or something, I think it was Dave Chappelle or someone said that, I think when he was on his hiatus, I could be totally wrong, don't quote me on this, but I believe he may have gotten an invite. He was like, I'm not there yet. Like I've heard a few people getting invites and being like, oh God, I gotta get back to work. The people are thinking
Hilarious.
I'm over. So yeah, I think it depends on the person.
Two things.
Okay.
One, Dancing with the Stars gave us people that we now know of as Zendaya.
Yes. Oh, that's so true.
Right? So
maybe doing it so young is like the way to go.
Right. And then also, lover or hater, JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, JoJo.
Is bigger than when she was on the show. Like she just is, right?
That's true.
But then you have, other people who I won't talk about, and it's like, all right, there was like.
Yes.
And that hurt my heart.
Oh.
Right.
What's hilarious?
Oh God. What?
He was on my dance show
How was that?
It was good. He was great. He's an incredible dancer.
But like, this is someone who isn't important to my childhood.
Me too.
And then I'm watching and I'm like, oh,
no, absolutely. No, I'm with you on that. I think it just feels like some people you're like, yes, she needs this check.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then some people you're like, fuck, I thought he had more in him.
Yes.
So I think that's an interesting question.
And then also too, and this pissed me off.
Yeah.
When Nikki Glaser did it, everyone was talking shit. And I was like, oh, you wish you could. And now look where she's at.
I know.
Right?
Okay, so see?
Right? And honestly, and I think you would say the same, if I got the offer, I'd be fucking there right now.
I would literally leave this podcast right this minute. I'd be like, I'm at the studio. I'll dance with Anna Delvey. I do not give a shit.
I don't care.
I would totally do it. I think for a comedian, it's helpful. It's enough.
Unless you get to that like pinnacle level that's so rare. For the vast majority of us, it's like
let's go.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm trying to think how many. I mean, Ian Ziering was on it. Lance was on it, right? Lance Bass, I believe he was on it.
Really?
Yes. And I think we've had a couple other people who have done glitter and garbage. So it just going down.
You had Lance Bass on your show?
Yeah.
How was that?
It's great. He's the best.
I need to go back and listen.
Oh, he's amazing. It was an old one. It was virtual with Justine.
Yeah.
And he was great.
During the Pandy Wandy.
Yeah, he was awesome. He judged the live dance show one time. He came down for free. No, and it wasn't a TV show yet, and was just like, sure, I'll do it. He was so funny. He's the best.
I love that.
Yeah, he's
great. That's a good sport.
Yeah, he's so cool.
Oh, I love it.
I know, I do too. I'm really still holding out for an NSYNC reunion. And at this point, I got to be honest, like, I'll take it without Justin.
I mean,
yeah, like,
it's not happening. He's not going to do it.
He's not going to do it. Like,
I don't think he's like in a mental space to do it.
I don't either, even though it would be, I think, a really good PR move for him.
Fully.
We would forgive him, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
But also, it's like JC carried the group for so long. What's getting one guy off your back, you know?
Justin's he's going to go to rehab and come out a youth pastor. I feel it. I feel it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like he's going to try a bad boy gone good situation and like love the Lord.
Yes. Remember when Mace did that? Right though.
He did
it for like a second.
So many people.
So many.
I'm not having it.
I'm not having it. Just be you, bitch. At least I respect Anna Delvey. Can you imagine if she came out and was like, I'm a nun now?
Honestly, if she did, it would make sense. Because who embezzles more than mega churches?
So true.
Anna Delvey, if you're listening, start a mega church. Use your glitter ball fame to do that. And I told you. So you need to tithe me 10%.
Yes. Tithe him.
Tithing's crazy.
Tithing is so.
We're going to get so trouble.
Oh my God. We're kicked out of the church.
Yeah,
they're like, I don't care if you were confirmed. You're out.
Right. Out. Oh my God. What's your confirmation name?
Cecilia,
patron saint of?
Music and performers.
Genesis, performing arts.
Cecilia was like beheaded and kept singing, apparently.
That bitch.
They would not. These guys are like, this bitch will not shut up.
She's still going.
I have to say, though, I chose it because I saw Cruel Intentions that week. And I was like, I loved Selma Blair, and her name was Cecile. And
Selma Blair did Dancing with the Stars.
Right?
Yeah, she did. Good. And that was an up.
I think so, too.
Yeah, that was like a let me show them.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm always rooting for Selma Blair.
Always rooting for Selma Blair.
I have a religious connection to her.
Always.
Yes. Wait, what's your... Genesis. You said. Yeah, okay, great.
We're the same person.
I love it. We are the same person. That's why I knew. I can just tell, as soon as you walked into the Improv, it was love at first sight.
It was. It really was.
I loved it. We were like, It was so good. All right, great. So next item on the list, Katy Perry.
This was wild.
This I just came across this morning. So Katy Perry, I just saw this headline that was like, Katy Perry, rewards. Oh, you have to read the reward Katy Perry gives to Orlando Bloom for doing the dishes, and I'm like, clearly she blows him.
Right.
I opened the article. It's like, she basically said something along the lines of like, yeah, do the dishes and I'll suck your dick. It's not that difficult. And I was kind of like, okay, I mean, respect.
Yeah. Now. Love her.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
Do you think she does a lot of like, I'm good, but I'm bad?
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel like it's all so confusing because when she first came out, felt very campy.
Which I was into.
Me too. But now it feels like she's not in on the joke. Like it's gotten away from the camp. Mm-hmm. And she's like, her latest single, I was like, no. So I would say, she does have this, but at this point I'm like, bitch, you're in your you're in your mid to late 30s. Like, we know you don't have to do this. Like, I'm still cool, but I'm wink, wink, I kissed a girl, right?
Right.
Like, You don't need to do that.
Right.
It feels younger. Like, I feel like she can mature.
And so does this statement.
Yes.
Honestly.
It does. That's why I was like, I'm like, he's like in his 40s, isn't he? Like, not that that's old. I'm 39, so I'm not passing judgment. But like, she's also, I think she's around my age. I think she's actually a year older than me. I don't know. But I'm just like, this is shit you would say in like your 20s.
Yeah.
In your like first time living with a boyfriend. Like,
yeah.
I love to, if he does the dishes, I blow him. Like, it's our rule. It's our thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. Okay. So also recently there was this interview with Sabrina Carpenter, who I'm like obsessed with.
Oh, I'm so obsessed with her.
Obsessed with. And in the interview, the person was like setting her up, and she was like, she had to like rhyme with it back, and she like went like I just did to you.
Yeah.
And she was saying, how dirty do you get on this? Is there no hold?
No, there's no, the limit does not exist.
Sabrina Carpenter said like, eat my pussy.
Uh-huh.
And the other person like said what Sabrina said, and she was like, you're not supposed to like do it. And the way Sabrina did it was so like genuine.
Yes.
And because she is a cool girl.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Now, okay. Yes, Katie is giving like trying to be. Katie will be 40 on October 25th.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. See, I knew we were around the same age, and I'm just like, I just feel too old to be saying like, I suck my boyfriend's dick if he does the dishes.
I know.
You know.
Yeah.
And again, it's like they aren't in a new relationship. It's like, so I did think it is a little like, babe. Like, not act your age, like, do whatever you want, but, like, kind of like
sing the hits.
Yeah, sing the hits.
And, like, capitalize on it.
Yeah, and keep it moving.
Now, did you hear the rumor about her song, the Woman's World song?
No. Wait, what was the rumor?
So, apparently she like, offered it up to, like, the Harris Waltz campaign to use, and they were like, we're good.
Oh, my God. Well, that's what I mean is, like, I feel like now she's, like, continuing to do this same kind of over-the-top bit, then everyone's kind of like, babe, we're good, you know, like, reinvent yourself in a new way.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And then, did you see the look where she came out and she was like, do you know what cum gutters are?
She said that? Or are you asking me?
No, I'm asking you.
I will leave. You're not. Get off my podcast. Of course I know what cum gutters are. I used to have them.
Oh my God. I just kicked the note card. I was so excited. Okay, Aaron can attest. My friend Caroline said cum gutters on this show. Caroline Goldfarb, hilarious writer. You would be obsessed with her. But she said it. I had not heard that term in so long. And I started casually using it. And no one knew what the fuck I was talking.
Seriously?
I ask everyone
We're
on
talking about
the show
the V.
now. The V.
Yeah, cum gutters. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
I feel like only gays and like cool girls know.
Of course.
But I've asked almost everyone. I did not ask Ian Ziering. Had to keep it classy with him.
Okay.
But I've asked almost everyone, and like no, I think maybe 2 people.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah, thank God. We got another one, Aaron. That's good. Okay, so did you see though that outfit where she had like the really low rise and it was just like full cum gutter, and it was like, girl, what are you doing?
Yes. Now there are things like that I like about her though.
Yeah.
Like I do like that she kind of dresses how she wants, and it's like I do like her outlandish personality and style.
Yeah.
And I think things like that are her still representing the camp that she came up
as. Yeah.
It's very in the spirit of cupcake boobs. Remember that?
I love cupcake.
Right. I thought it was so cool and iconic too. Well, where that to me feels authentic.
Yeah.
But her blurting out the thing about something is like, stop, don't try.
Well,
girl.
it was very try hard, and it was very like you're in an interview. You don't have to be like, I suck his dick. It's like you have a kid. We assume you suck his dick.
Now that is that's the thing.
Yeah.
When it does irk me when because your kids are gonna see all this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
There's nothing sacred anymore.
Yeah. No.
Do you see what the people are doing on TikTok? Like the things that people say, like the everyday American, what they put on TikTok and say on TikTok.
It's
I was like, well, girl.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Everyone's a little too in the moment. They're not thinking about the future.
People are out there talking about like all these diseases they've had in their cooter, and I'm like, we don't need.
Wait, what? Just like on TikTok?
Full.
In their car. I feel like everyone does
in their car.
In their car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like airing it all out. Did you see? Oh my God.
Oh my God, tell me.
Okay, did you see, it was like, what, maybe like 4 months ago or so, there was this whole viral, it was like a 20-part saga on TikTok about this girl, and it was like, who the fuck did I marry?
Yeah.
You saw that?
No.
Oh, it was like, it must have went up to part 25, because, you know, they love to start with, tune in to part 9 or whatever. Yeah. It was all about like this crazy person that she married, and like she had no idea he was like totally living a double life, blah 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 blah. Making a movie of it now. They just announced the cast making a movie of that.
Of a TikTok 20-part story.
Yes. Which like good job.
Yeah.
But also I think that stuff like that makes people feel like, oh, I can do it now.
Yeah.
And they just start talking about all their family bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel like people see someone do something, they're like, oh, that works, I'll try that. And it's like, no, find your thing.
Be you.
Be you. You will not, like, that's why people come and they'll be like, oh, how do you sell a TV show? And I'm like, I don't know.
It just happened.
It just happened because I was doing something that I thought we would do one time that was very stupid with my friends.
You thought it was going to be one time?
I thought it would be one show.
No way, seriously?
In the belly room. Yeah. And then after the first show, everyone's like, oh, this will be a TV show. And I was like, okay. And then it was a TV show. It's crazy. If you follow your true, this is like not jokey, I'm so being sincere, gross. But when you follow your true bliss, things happen for you.
I am right there with you.
Thank you.
Right there with you. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing is like only you can do certain things, you know? Like everyone can look at, oh, this style of meme is popping off. I can do this too, but like only you can do you.
Yeah.
Man, am I stoned or what?
Say that to Katy Perry.
Exactly. Only you can. Yeah, you don't need to blow everyone for dishes, bitch. Right. Yeah, I just thought that was so funny. The quote was just also so like in your face.
Very.
Like very
open micer.
Very open mic. Like it was like at an open mic. Like, oh, if he does the dishes, I suck his dick. I was like, I'm sorry. Are we at the Sunset Grill right now? Like, girl. Anyway. Okay, great. Okay, next up, Lady Gaga is engaged. Obsessed, and the ring is humongous.
Obsessed. Real question.
Yes.
Who's her husband?
Polanski is his last name.
Roman?
Not Roman. It's not.
No relation.
No, I don't think it's a relation. Aaron, can we look into this? I believe it's Michael Polanski. For some reason, I thought he was Italian. I'm not sure.
Was he a director or something?
I don't know if he's a director. I think he's in the business, maybe a producer or something, but more like behind the scenes. Obviously, she's like the star.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, if anyone's dating Lady Gaga, she will be the star.
Yeah.
But he must be doing something because the fucking ring is
nuts.
Enormous.
Nuts.
So heavy.
Nuts. Now, has she been married before? I'm not as well versed in Gaga.
Okay.
I do love the bitch, but I'm not.
She's great. She has not been married before. She has been engaged before to her actor fiance at the time. He was on, I believe, Chicago Fire, one of those Chicago drama shows.
When was this in her career?
This was like probably like 6 or 7 years ago.
Really?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. Time.
But like, doesn't it feel like Lady Gaga dating a cast of like any of those shows is like like no shade, like those are great shows. But like the gap in fame is like astronomical.
It's very astronomical. I agree, and that is probably why it did not work out. I'm assuming.
But also, when you get to Gaga status, like your pool of peers turns into this.
Well, and I brought this up before because everyone's always talking about like age gap and like a power dynamic, and it's like, are we all just supposed to date exactly laterally? Like that's like a really small pool. In any relationship, I feel there will be some sort of power dynamic.
Right.
Anyway, he was very hot, I will say. We'll give her that.
Yeah. Get it, girl.
I know that she was with him, and then obviously there was whatever was happening with Bradley Cooper,
we don't know.
Jury's out. We will never know. Jury's out. And then she, I think, was dating someone else who was more on the business side. She may have been engaged one other time, but then she started dating this guy kind of quietly, like maybe a couple years ago.
Now, do you think dating Gaga is easier or harder?
like a normal person.
Than a normal famous person.
Oh, okay. Okay, so like a Gaga versus like a Gypsy Rose.
No, not even that. Like a Gaga versus like Selena Gomez.
Oh, okay. So I do think Gaga, just because she's Gaga, she seems to be very like, I think she has a good sense of humor, but I also think she takes herself seriously.
1,000,000%.
Very
That's
seriously.
a mogul at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She is a mogul. So I think I think Beyonce and Jay-Z are the best example of like, that's how you make it work, you know, as you get someone at the top with you know, like they seem very equally aligned. I think it would be very difficult to date Lady Gaga if you were not at that level.
Yeah. I do also think that when you get to that level, you have it's still incredibly busy, but a lot more leverage.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're now to the point where you're like, we're going to be shooting on location here.
Yeah.
So I'm buying a house here.
Yes.
Rather than we're living out of a hotel. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Which that changes the game.
That's great. I agree. But I feel like, so I guess financially it's probably much easier to date Lady Gaga. But like emotionally, it might be more difficult. I would think that, you know, insecurities would come up. I mean, that's my thing is like, what does he do that he got that ring?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a crazy huge ring.
It was probably like one of the biggest celebrity wedding rings I think I've ever seen.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, I mean, I don't want to bring up Ben and J. I mean, obviously J-Lo. Michael Polanski has no relation to Roman Polanski.
Thank you, Aaron.
God.
That was very sweet of you.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. He really did a dive.
Yeah,
he went in to confirm. I'm trying to think, have we seen any bigger rings? J-Lo's original pink diamond from Ben was pretty massive.
But I don't think as big as this.
I don't think so either.
No.
I don't know that I've seen one this
Since
big.
the heart of the ocean.
Exactly.
Titanic. Yeah.
You mean since my tattoo?
Did you see Titanic in New York?
No.
Oh, you're gonna die.
I know. I'm gonna die.
You're gonna die.
God, I love all things Titanic.
It's amazing.
I've seen it 21 times in the theater.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm that bitch.
Speaking of stars too, Frankie Grande was in it for a while. You should have him on. He would be great.
Totally do.
Yeah,
He's done Dancing with the Stars. This is his next stop.
He did Dancing with the Stars too.
I'm almost positive he
Up
did.
or down, Frankie Grande, Dancing with the Stars. This is a great game.
Actually, I don't. Did he do it?
So
no,
it's
I'm not sure.
In this world we've created, he did.
He did.
He didn't win, but he did really well.
I've worked with him a couple times. He's lovely.
He is lovely.
We did a pilot together, like a panel pilot together years ago, and then years later I saw him on another shoot and he totally remembered me.
Yeah.
And was so sweet.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
Ran into him at Hardware, New York, was with a bunch of friends who knew him. He did not know me. They introduced and he also remembered my name. I guarantee he would not now. But he was not one of those people who was like, nice to meet you, and then comes back and doesn't address you again.
Yeah.
Super sweet.
Yeah.
And I hate when he gets bullshit on the internet.
I do too. I think he is so sweet. I think he's just like a breath of fresh air. He's so gorgeous and cutie and has the best fucking eyelashes I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's a little cutie.
He's a cutie.
He's married now too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that. All these relationships. Now, okay, this is going to seg very nicely.
I knew this was segging super nicely.
We're segging. We're segging, babe.
This one makes me hot. Like, this one makes me so, like, I have so many emotions. Okay, go for it.
Okay, so the past 2 days, I've been seeing these headlines. Travis Kelce has come out and his reps have said that there is no truth to these breakup documents that were released. Basically, there was a document released called the Comprehensive Media for Travis Kelce's breakup with Taylor Swift. I believe that is the name of the document. And it was all about how Travis, like, they were allegedly supposed to break up on, I believe the date was September 28th, so TBD. But yeah, it was just all about how their relationship was like staged and they were about to break up. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'd just like to say that. But when I was watching the Super Bowl, I was like, this is insane. This is so fairy tale. Like the fact that and it went into overtime. And again, I have conspiracy theory friends. I am not that. I do not give a shit about conspiracy theories. But that, I was like, this is like too perfect.
I'm also not a conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
There are so many pieces to this that are like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Like, you're at your top of your game. He's at the top of his game. These forces join. And I was just like, really? Really? So now I'm going to speak in the world of it's real.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, great.
Regardless of anything.
Yeah.
If this is real, these are two people who are the most famous people in their line of work.
Yes.
Or damn near.
Yes.
Okay?
Absolutely.
With full teams behind them.
Yes.
And those teams obviously have the best of the best agents, lawyers, managers, publicists, right?
Yes.
I guarantee that those publicists, each of them, when they first were starting to get together, got together and wrote documents for themselves on what do we do if she gets pregnant? What do we do if they get engaged? What do we do if they break up? What do we do in these situations?
Yes.
So, like, I don't think that is so crazy that they would have a PR breakup plan.
Yes.
I mean, regardless if you love either of them as much as you do or don't,
right,
that's a business.
Right.
Taylor Swift is a business.
Yes, she is.
Sadly, a business than a person.
Yes.
Because the business of Taylor Swift feeds a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And that needs to be managed just as if, like, Microsoft had a scandal or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that all I believe is true. Why it had a date on it, I cannot wrap my head around.
So crazy.
So that's the part where I'm like, oh, maybe it is a leak. And maybe they are broken up and PR's like, this is how we're going to handle it until we handle it. Because Taylor Swift can't go under, but neither can Travis.
Right.
So
it's very interesting. Look, when I looked into it a little bit, I was like, because it says that the company that put it out, they're like, we don't know what, we didn't do this, basically. It's just very shady.
Super weird.
Yeah. And so... yeah, I mean, to go back to, again, neither of us are conspiracy theorists.
We're not.
But, like, the going to her when she runs and jumps into his arms after the tour.
I know.
Like, and everyone's watching, and it's like we're watching a movie of, like, the head cheerleader and the quarterback living their ultimate fantasy.
And the spike in jersey sales.
Yes.
And then, like, the crossover. I mean, it was an amazing thing for the Chiefs and how much recognition.
So
you got
good.
all these people who don't know shit about football finally watching football, learning about football. Like, this was an NFL gold mine, truly.
Yes, it was.
But also a Taylor Swift gold mine, too, because now there's this crossover of these, like, Midwest white boys, and now they can talk to their girls about some shit, and it's like, this is a money-making machine.
It is. I mean, think about it, like the NFL and Taylor Swift, two of the biggest brands in the United States. Like, I don't know what brands would be bigger than either of them, you know?
Probably like, Grindr, honestly.
Grindr.
Yeah. But think about that, like, down to, like, the lunch boxes.
Yes.
Like there's nothing that these two can't sell in mass quantities.
Exactly. It blows my mind. Mm-hmm. It's really crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to obviously they're not going to break up now on September 28th. Like, that's been...
That would be some shit.
Can you imagine?
That would be some shit. God, I can't even handle it. I wouldn't be able to handle
it. I
that.
wouldn't be able to handle it. Now, are you a big Taylor person? I don't dislike I'm fine on Taylor. Yeah. I'm not I've seen her I love the Reputation album. I saw that tour. I saw the Eras tour, the movie. I didn't want to be around screaming millennial women.
Right.
That's like in my brain all the time. So, but how are you? Are you a big Taylor fan?
Respectfully, not into the music.
Okay.
And just the music.
Yeah.
I do respect the hustle, and I think there's really good production value there.
Totally.
Amazing branding.
Yes.
Totally capitalizing on a really great audience to be able to double down on.
Yes.
And I also respect the hustle.
I do too.
Because a lot of people think, a lot of people look at what she is right now and don't look back at what she was doing, like county fairs.
Absolutely. And I talk about this all the time. The amount that this bitch writes, like, she churns out material.
Yeah.
And I have so much respect for that.
Yeah.
As a comic who, it's a struggle.
Oh, it's hard. Yeah.
To just sit down, it's a lot. So, and then I read she was doing like open mics, like with her guitar at like 14, 15. So it's like you have to respect she worked really hard.
Very, very hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a couple songs in there that I like will enjoy when they come on.
Yeah.
But I like it's never something that I seek out.
The only one I seek out is Reputation. I loved that album because it was, and a lot of people shit on that album because she tried to be more like bad. She tried to dance. She tried to kind of get a little grittier. It was edgy. She had the snake thing because of the Kanye stuff. But it had a more hip hop feel, which is more, I like pop that has a little bit more edge.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I gravitate towards Beyonce.
Me too.
Like Renaissance really did it for me.
Come on.
But so did Lemonade. But so did B-Day. Like, I mean,
Lemonade is the best album. The best. She reinvented what
an album is.
What exactly? It's like, and then J-Lo tried to do This Is Me Now, and it's like, babe, just sit down.
Give it a decade.
Yeah, exactly. Give it at least a decade. But Lemonade is perfection. I think.
And I also too love being. So I've always loved Cher, big Cher fan. And, you know, you have like your Chers and Madonnas, but I was too little to be, or not even alive for Cher, right? Yeah. When she was starting. So like I was never watching TV and it was like Sonny and Cher or anything like that. But Beyonce, I was.
Yes.
Like I remember Star Watch. What was it, Star Watch? Star Search. And then we had Destiny's Child, and I like loved it, and like I watched that, and and then I've watched her go into like small acting roles into doing then Dreamgirls, and and that is cool to watch a diva become full-fledged.
Oh, it's so, I just got chills.
Like, but same with Gaga too, which is why I'm enamored with that.
Yes, totally. I completely agree. Yeah, and also with Gaga and Beyonce especially, like I don't think she gets enough credit for. She was working from when she was a very young person and has maintained. I mean, we see so many of these stars who get huge success at a young age and kind of crumble. Yeah. And she's maintained it.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you ever think about this? How do Beyonce, Lady Gaga, and Taylor Swift not have any sort of dirt? No scandal. No, like, what?
Ooh.
Right?
That's a good point.
Right? I'm like, that is some shit.
Yeah. I guess... well, like scandal. I mean, with Taylor, there was a little bit of remember the phone call that was recorded? Do you remember this with Kanye?
Oh, yes.
When he said,
and people thought it.
Yeah. And then she was like, that was kind of like around Reputation. And then Kim released the phone call that she didn't know she was being recorded. And then she was like, she only released part of it. But again, I think she's a fucking master at spinning something into like an album and sales. She is a brand.
I don't know that anyone's better at branding than Team Swift.
Really
honestly.
don't think so. I don't even like Taylor Swift, and I had a Justine Era's birthday party. Like,
really?
I made everyone dress up in different eras of me.
Wild. See, I want to do for Halloween. I always have a theme if you come to my house to pass out candy, and I think it's Night of 1,000 Chaperones this year.
Oh, that's so good.
Because she just did so good with all the festivals and things she did. So the outfits were repeatable by the gays, for sure.
So good. I love Chapel, by the way.
Obsessed.
Yeah, she's so good.
Now, do you think that she is going to be like a gay icon legend, like Gaga, like Madonna, like Cher? Do you think she has it?
I think she has it to be... that's a really interesting question. I think I see her more as like in a Lana Del Rey.
Oh, really?
Or not that vibe, but like that level.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I
mean?
Like, I don't know that she's she seems too down to earth. She seems too like
real.
Real, exactly. And I think when you're at that level, you have to be kind of psychotic. You know?
Yeah.
You have to be a little bit of a, like, I don't know, like Taylor with her fans. She's very interactive with her fans, I feel, you know?
Yep.
And I know Chapel has come and been like, please don't come up to me. You know, you saw the video, right? Where she was like, hey, which I totally get where she's coming from. Like, if someone's out, they don't owe you anything.
Right.
No one owes anyone anything, if we're being honest.
Well, and that's the thing, too. and I won't be able to answer my own question on that until album 2. I gotta hear and see album 2.
You know what I'll say is I don't think she seems like someone to me who doesn't. She's like, I'm an artist. I don't want the fame, right?
Like very. God, who did it with the gooseneck dress?
Bjork.
Very, very Bjork.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I feel like she might just be like right under, you know, like, but I just don't know that she wants it. If I'm being honest, I'm not saying she doesn't have the capacity for it, but I feel like to get to where they are, you have to really want it and know it and be going after it constantly.
Yeah, you do.
You know, and I think that she is too secure in who she is already. You know, also they were, I think, a little younger when they were. How old is Chapel?
26, I want to say.
Okay, because Beyonce was like teens.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I think that's and Taylor too.
Yep.
And Gaga, I believe, was pretty young. When she came on the scene, she was like, what, early 20s or something?
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe she might be too well adjusted.
Well, and I will say this too, like her rise was insane, which, you know, she says it's been 10 years to get to this point.
Yes.
10 years is nothing.
Yeah.
Like what Taylor's first hit was my back door.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that song is. That was what, 2007?
Yeah.
Like 2007 to now.
Yeah.
Compared to 2014 to now. It's like, that is nothing.
Huge,
so, Chapel Roan went from 0 to 60 in 3.5, to quote Rihanna.
Yes.
And I think because of that, like a Rihanna, she might be like, I'm not putting out music
that's how I feel.
But still be super famous.
Yes, I think that's how, exactly. I see her more. I guess Rihanna would probably be more, just that she doesn't like seek it out as much as like some of these other brand pop stars.
Right,
you know?
right.
I think Sabrina has it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, right?
You want to know why?
Why?
Sabrina embodies it.
Yes.
Sabrina is it.
Is it?
She truly is that girl. Because have you ever seen her like in an interview already?
She's cool and funny.
Cool
She's
bitch.
Cool.
Like, I want to go back and smoke a cigarette with her.
Me too.
Like, I'm just like, you are so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And like your words and your vibe and the music match the person.
I agree.
And I couldn't love that more.
Me too. I totally agree. And also she like plays the game.
Oh,
and I feel like Chapel is someone who might not play the game.
And might not want to. And
that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Fine.
And that's totally fine. She
Right.
can be like a Rihanna where she's like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to make a makeup. I'm still a billionaire.
Right.
You know?
Or put out these hits and do. She got big enough to the point where she could do these hits for the rest of her life and make tons of money off of it. And if she wants to do that, great.
Yeah.
But I do see we're going to have like eras of Sabrina Carpenter. Like we have this like cute blonde thing. I think we're going to get a bad bitch in there.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like, and then we're going to get sophisticated. Like we're going to. And it. Do you know how she got started?
Was it Girl Meets World?
Well, that was her first big break, but before that.
Ooh, I know her aunt is the voice of Bart Simpson.
Shut the
Did
hell
you know that?
up.
Nancy Cartwright? I'm almost positive.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, but where did she get her start?
She did like it was a dancing. It was like
Dancing with the Stars.
It was like Dancing with the Stars, which I wouldn't be surprised if she was on it at some point.
Right.
But there was like a making of the bands, but it was like trying to find the next Hannah Montana.
Oh my God.
And she came in like second or third. Didn't make it. But when you watch back like her audition and her videos and stuff like that, I was like, oh, she had it.
Yeah.
For sure she had it.
Well, I feel like that's the telltale sign of someone who's going to go far. Like, look at Britney, Christina, Destiny Child. They did not win Star Search. They came in second. Then they had it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And shit on Christina Aguilera all you want. The pipe, like, go back and listen to her, like, in the school talent show.
Oh my God, I will never shit on Christina. I love Britney and Christina. I mean, those are like I grew up with them. I remember I saw Britney open for NSYNC, and like the next week, she was famous.
I remember this.
Do you remember, right?
Yeah.
I think she played like 5 songs. She played like Baby One More Time, Crazy, Sometimes, and then I think she played Born to Make Me Happy, and then maybe like one ballad. But like it was 5 songs. They were all bangers. I was like, I went and got her single like the next day.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this with a friend. back when we were younger, the pop stars, it would be like they release a single and then they're huge. Like, remember, it was like Genie in a Bottle, huge. Britney, huge, right? And now it feels like there's more of a, you have to kind of play a longer game. Like Sabrina, to your point.
Yeah.
She was on Girl Meets World. Now she's doing pop star, you know. And,
I think I know why.
Oh, why?
And this is a theory, just a theory. But back then, they were not as accessible.
Right.
You couldn't just like open your phone and see what Britney's doing today.
Right.
Right. You had to like wait till she came to town or wait till she was on TRL and talking as herself. Or if she did another interview, or you picked up Teen People.
Yeah.
To see what was going on.
Yeah.
She was just, these stars were not
Teen
as.
People!
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Or, you know, whatever they were selling at Limited too.
Yeah.
You found. Do you love me?
I am obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with you. Because right now, are you picturing like that neon green inflatable Limited 2 couch with the clear phone? The clear phone. Right. Yes. So like you had to like wait to see what they were doing to coming out, so that when they toured, you bought the ticket.
Yes.
Like they were not accessible.
Yes, exactly.
But now this young talent, it's like you can get them at any time.
Oh, yeah.
They could just sing into their phone and post it to TikTok and get millions of views, and maybe that you did it for you.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a really good point.
So that's why they went from 0 to 60, because it's like that song was so inaccessible for 1990, what, 6?
6, yeah. Oh, that's such a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Charlie XCX?
Oh, I'm obsessed. I'll always be
So
obsessed.
good. I know.
That's like, she's just such a true bad bitch, and she'll never leave. And I love that she does what she wants. She puts out what she wants.
Yeah.
The sound has always been what she wanted.
Yeah.
Authentic, real, kooky, crazy, and I'm into it.
Yeah.
I've always been into it.
Yeah, I really like Charlie a lot. I think is Beyonce your number one?
God.
Pop girly?
Pop
or artist?
Oh,
We'll
no.
say.
Okay.
Okay, we'll say pop. Pop, R&B, hip hop.
Cher.
Cher, yeah.
Is pop, like.
Cher is your number one.
But like, Whitney Houston's the greatest singer of all time.
Whitney
like,
is
you
the
can't.
best. Yeah.
Can I be so fucking for real? Oh, I know we have to get to another topic.
Yeah, no. This is, who cares?
Someone argued with me. Online because I said Whitney Houston is the greatest singer of all time. Do you know who they told me?
No.
They said Pink. And no shade on Pink. I love Pink. Pink would tell you that she doesn't got shit on Whitney Houston.
Pink does not even. And again, I love Pink as well.
Love Pink.
Obsessed. She's an incredible performer. She has pipes. She doesn't have Whitney Houston's pipes.
Who does though?
No one.
You know who does? AI. That's
Yes,
it. You
literally.
can't the greatest singer of all time, hands down, full stop.
Agreed.
I cry at the national anthem.
Yes.
Like.
Just chills. Like, and who else can take a Dolly Parton song and do it so well that everyone thinks it's your song?
Let me tell you who. No one. No one.
No one.
You cannot get that sound again, and we never will.
Oh my God.
The greatest singer of all time.
All time. Yeah. I mean, so good. And made it look so effortless, too. I read that she recorded, was it? I can't remember. One of the, not I Want to Dance with Somebody. One of those hits of that era.
One of the earlier ones?
One of the earlier hits. And she did it in one take because she wanted
How Will I Know?
How Will I Know?
I think I read that too.
One take because she wanted to go to the mall.
Yeah.
I'm like, relatable.
I think also the music video was shot incredibly quickly as well.
Wow.
Yep.
The only other person I heard Celine Dion.
Also incredible.
Oh my God. Did you watch her documentary?
Can't do it. I honestly can't do it yet.
Don't. It's a lot. It's very heavy.
It's because the way that she talks about her, and I am like, being a comedian. I know some people shit when they're like, when comedians refer to themselves as artists.
Yeah.
We are.
We are artists.
Care. And to like, when she did a thing and someone was like, the fans are like, will you ever sing again? And she goes, oh, I will sing again. With everything going on, I was like, I understand.
I haven't spoken about it on the podcast because it is a heavier. It's heavy, and but it's so, I mean, inspiring, and like she just will never stop, you know, and she's gonna continue, and I think she will sing again. Yeah, I mean,
did you cry at the Olympics?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sobbing.
I mean, I cried at her before any of this. Her voice is so beautiful, but I think for Titanic, because James Cameron, I believe, didn't want a song with lyrics.
Yeah.
He wanted it to be all instrumental. And I forget, I think James Horner, who did the music, I believe he was like, oh, let's just try this. And they sent the demo tape of Celine singing My Heart Will Go On. And that's what we hear.
Oh, yeah.
A fucking demo. These are like, so the fact that the person said Pink and not Celine Dion or Mariah Carey, like those are the only people I would put even close to Whitney.
And still. Now, so did you ever see Celine Dion do the thing with cats?
No.
Oh, God, this is the best. Okay.
Oh, my God.
This is why I love Celine Dion, because she's just like cookie bananas.
Yes.
So she wanted to be in Cats.
Oh, my God.
Because she wanted to sing that Jezebel Cat song.
Of course.
Right?
Yes.
Memories. And they were like, no. Before YouTube is even a tickle in your pappy's sack, she gets it together and she goes, I'm going to do it myself. Gets into full Cats, records it, releases it. And it is unbelievable.
Of course.
And she's just like, tell me no, bitch.
Oh my God. I fucking love her.
Unbelievable.
She's so great. She is unbelievable. Ugh. Yeah. Is she, so would you say Whitney's your favorite?
Oh.
So hard. It's hard to know. You could do top three. You could do top three.
Whitney is the greatest singer of all time.
That's like fact.
With that said, Cher really does it for me.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
And Beyonce really is in there too. Really does it for me big time.
Yeah.
I love Britney. I'm not a Britney gay.
Yeah.
And then other people who do it for me big time after that, I get a little alty.
Oh.
So I'm like very Alanis Morissette.
Oh, I love Alanis. Have you seen her live?
I literally couldn't get tickets to her tour this summer, and I'm still mad about it.
I'm so sorry. I somehow
Did you do it?
Saw her
here
twice at the Hollywood Bowl within like the span of a year. She is so incredible live. And one of the times, I think it was 2022, I had seen Christina Aguilera like a couple months before. Her vocals, people sleep on Alanis's vocals. They are powerful. I mean, she is so good live. I mean, it just like everything you want. Oh, look at there.
Told you.
Look at that. Celine.
Is it amazing or what?
It's so good.
I know. It's great.
Aaron.
1987.
87. Look at the hair.
Yeah.
God, Aaron, you're the best.
You're
Thank
good.
you.
You're good, Aaron. Thank you.
He's good.
She's
so good. I'm so sorry you couldn't get tickets.
No, I will be walking on the street sometimes and I'll just go, I'm like, and not even doing it in words.
Yeah.
Because she just does it for me.
She's cool.
And then, but like, one of my favorite songs of all time is also no doubt Spiderweb.
Oh.
Like I'm a little bit of a punk
Yeah,
girl.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love, look, No Doubt was one of my first concerts ever. At Red Rocks in Denver.
Oh my God.
And Weezer opened.
Oh my God, that's cool. That's a good one.
Incredible. My mom took me.
What was your first concert?
My first one was Beck, but I went because
hell yes.
Right? But I mostly went because the Cardigans were opening.
Oh my
and
God.
I loved the Cardigans.
I love the Cranberries too.
Cranberries
really
are incredible too.
Look at us.
We're just on a friendship date at this point.
Oh yeah, we fully are.
No, I love all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, Beck was awesome. Also at Red Rocks, my mom took me to that as well. My mom is so cool. She came to all the shows with me.
Oh my God, I love your mom.
I'm still such a concert girl. Are you a concert person?
Oh, big time.
Same.
Big time. And my husband and I, one thing that we love to do is, I have a band that you're gonna love too. You like hippie dippy shit a little bit sometimes too. Like get a little high.
I'm from Colorado.
Yeah. We'll go to this amazing, very small, maybe 200-person max music venue in Seattle called the Tractor Tavern, and we will look up who's coming and we'll just listen to one song. And if we like it, we'll just walk there and go to the show.
Incredible.
I have found some of my absolute favorite artists because of this place.
Incredible.
Because of this place. Shout out Proxima Parada. They're unbelievable. And then we like became friends with them.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's artists on their way up. And the music is exceptional too.
Oh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's so good.
Yeah. So, and Seattle's a big music city.
Oh, of course. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So
for this kind of music.
Yes. That's so cool.
That's how I found Remy Wolf at a different venue. But
that's awesome.
Remy's exceptional.
I love Seattle. I've only been once, but I really enjoyed it.
What did you do the Hereafter?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fun.
When was this?
It was last summer. So I think they had just like reopened.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like super full or anything. Shout out, some of the Glitterati came. Thank you guys. But also it was summer and my friend was like, it was like beautiful. It was still sunny out when my show was happening.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's
the thing with Seattle. When it's nice out, no one's doing anything.
That's what a friend who lives there said. So yeah. So I definitely want to go back when it's like depressing and everyone wants to come to a
we're gonna make
show.
it happen.
Yes.
We're gonna make it happen.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Yes. And I want to have you on my store show whenever you're in.
Whenever you
town.
have my store show.
It's all happening. Oh my God. Okay, wait. I know I had one more thing.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Not that it mattered. Okay, wait. Okay, I had two things, but I saw a blind item on Dumois about two cast members from Stranger Things having a beef.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk, like, who could it possibly be?
So I think it's the one, I want to describe him, but it's not going to be nice.
Finn, is it Finn?
Yeah.
Wolfhard?
Wolfhard.
That's, what a name, number one.
Finn Wolfhard.
Finn Wolfhard.
And first of all, Broadway Baby.
Oh, really?
Oh, Pipes on Pipes. And is like killing it in Broadway. So he was the first one that came to mind for me.
Okay.
Because I was like, maybe he like, I think he wants to do Broadway like for real, which he is doing it for real. Who am I to say that?
Yeah.
But I think the other ones are like, are you in it or not? Like, are you doing this?
Oh, interesting.
Another little Stranger Things tea.
Yes.
What's the crazy one who died? He had like the long blonde mullet.
Oh,
Billy.
He's
He played
so
Billy.
Hot, Billy.
Dude, you have to watch his audition for Stranger Things.
Is it?
It'll give you chills. It's like, oh, that's an actor.
Oh, I can't wait.
It'll make you want to commit sue from any self-tape you've ever submitted. Like, that's how good it is.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Wait, did you hear Joseph Quinn and Doja Cat are dating?
I did hear that.
What an interesting couple.
Blew my mind.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, how do you know each other? I kind of love like when two random, like, okay, obviously Zoe Kravitz, Channing Tatum, they met on her movie Blink Twice, but like that's another just like random, like, what?
I thought that Doja Cat and Lil Dicky were gonna date for real.
Yeah.
I did, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But that was wild.
Yeah.
But who do you think's in the beef?
Well, part of me is like, 11, what's her name?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie. She just got married. So I'm like,
she did?
Isn't she? She's married to, she's either married, she's about to get married. She's married to Bon Jovi's son.
That's hot.
Isn't that hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we bring up a picture of Bon Jovi's son? Is he old enough? Like, can we ogle?
He's old enough. I think he's like 20 and she's like 19.
Oh, I will just
we'll get it. Yeah. Just wait. No, but they're cute and cool. But maybe
she's cute and cool.
She's so cute.
She's very cool.
Cutie. She's cool. And everyone, I was wondering. Okay, I was like, maybe. First of all, I was like, part of me is like, what if it was like Winona Ryder and Hopper? Like that.
Oh, that would have been some shit,
right?
Also, Hopper, like, does it for me.
So hot.
Right?
Hotter.
Yeah, like 100%.
Yeah, no, totally. I think that maybe that's where my mind went, was like, maybe now that she's married, she, is maybe not as invested, she's knows that this is coming to an end, that kind of thing. So that's where I went.
We're getting another season this year?
Yes, we are. Oh, there they are together. Yeah.
Oh,
he's hot, right?
They are stunning.
So good looking. What a great looking pair.
Oh my God, they are absolutely stunning.
Yes, right? Look at his bone structure.
Oh my God. Millie Bobby Brown, and I've said this forever, a 10. Gorgeous,
so,
so put together, and she's so cool in interviews.
Oh, really?
She's so
I love
cool
that.
in interviews.
She's just like classy, and you never really hear any drama around her, you know?
Because I think she's a cool girl for real.
For real, yeah. So yeah, that's them. They are either
That's
getting
a very nice tuxedo,
right,
too.
Isn't it? He dresses well. They're just like cool. So she either is getting married or just got married. What?
To be young again.
I know.
I'm like, I want to like live vicariously through them.
I know, me too. I'm like, I want to be a young, hot, like 20-something.
Right.
Like Barry Keoghan and Sabrina. Wait, okay. I was talking to someone last week about this. Do you think he's hot or not?
No.
No one does.
But like the body's right. Like
the body's right.
And we saw the Pen 15.
Exactly.
Right?
And the accent.
And
right?
the accent.
And also I said something last week. I can just tell as a woman instinctually, there's something primal in me. He prioritizes a woman's pleasure. I can just tell from him.
1 bajillion quadrillion %.
Right.
And I have to tell you this too about him. The minute that I saw him and Sabrina together, I was Team Barry.
Yeah.
Because she is such a cool bitch.
Yeah.
She don't pick duds.
No, she doesn't pick duds.
You know?
You know.
And you know too, even if you're not, have you ever dated guys who you're like not attracted to at first, and then like after some time you're just like, oh, you are so confident and like manly and like that I'm just like dumb attracted to you too.
Yes.
Like, and I don't think he's ugly.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, he
doesn't do it for you.
Fully.
Yeah.
So I think that she's just like, oh, y'all are sleeping on this and I got it.
Yeah. And also like, again, the Pen 15, obviously he's packing. And I love how like she's so petite and he's not super tall, but they look so cute together.
They're adorable.
I think they're so adorable. They keep coming out of this like hotspot in London, the fucking Chiltern firehouse or something. It's
what is it called?
I think it's called the Chiltern Firehouse.
What is it? Like a Chateau
It's a
Marmont
hotel.
of London?
It's a hotel with a restaurant in it that has this chicken that's like very special or something, but it's a hot spot in London.
I'll say this, chicken can't be special.
I totally agree. I'm a vegan, so I could not agree more.
Yeah, chicken can't be special.
But everyone's like, did you get the chicken on Dumois all the time? So
whatever.
But they're there, and so you know they're fucking doing it right. Yeah, I know.
When did those two get married though? Or they're engaged?
I think they just got married recently or are about to. They've been engaged for a little while now, like maybe like a year or so.
Yeah.
But that's why I was thinking like maybe her castmates, maybe there was some unrequited love some unrequited feelings, and now she's really gone. That's where I'm going. I love you're like, he wants to do Broadway and everyone's mad. And
that
I'm
was
like,
the gayest. That was so gay. I'm like, he has dreams, everyone, and the cast can't have it. I hate myself.
And I'm like, everyone wants to fuck her, but she's getting married.
100.
Yeah, exactly. No,
100.
Look, I'm curious to see if we'll get any more information. Okay, last order of business. Anna Wintour.
Oh, I love this.
I knew.
This.
So,
I love this.
Okay, so Anna Wintour and Naomi Campbell were taking digs at each other. Naomi was running late to an event that I believe she was being honored at, and Anna Wintour stayed to like make a speech for Naomi.
I didn't know this.
Yes,
okay.
And Naomi, I guess, was running so late that Anna Wintour made a comment about it in her speech, and then Naomi got up and made a comment about Anna Wintour, and it's just like high fashion drama, and I am here for it.
Are there videos of it?
I think there are videos.
Okay, did you see the videos of it?
I watched like a clip of Anna's.
Yeah. Now, out of any famous person in the whole world, one person I would never in a million years cross, Naomi Campbell.
Yes.
Naomi Campbell will cut you so deep that you will feel it until you die.
Yeah, and she'll hit you on the head with a cell phone.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that too. Like, do you remember, was it Top Model?
Yes.
When Naomi Campbell was just like, you're not going to treat these girls like this.
Yes.
And then the one girl said something like mildly racist.
Yeah.
And Naomi Campbell started, like, you thought she was going to do that teacher move where she's like, somebody's being a little racist.
Yeah.
And then she goes, Jezebel, will you tell us why you said this about black people? Do you remember that?
Yes.
And that's when I was like,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
would never
good.
cross her. Even if I was Anna Wintour, I would never cross the bitch.
That is such a good point. I mean, they are both just like alpha bitches. Like, the fact that they were, and I think Naomi maybe said something along the lines of like, I didn't even want her here. And I think they kind of framed it like they were joking, but like we can read between the lines.
Yeah. I mean, and first of all, look at who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, model icon.
Yes.
And the creator of the Met Gala. Like, full stop.
Yes.
These are big personalities.
Big personalities.
This was going to happen at some point, too. I'm just so glad it was a little public.
I know. I am too. And to be alive during this time, like, what a blessing.
What a blessing.
So would you say your team...
Naomi Campbell, I won't even put it in the internet. I don't want her to ever think otherwise.
Me too. Okay, great.
But if it gets me an invite to the Met Gala, Anna Wintour.
Yeah, okay, great, perfect. Yeah, I know. I want to go to the Met Gala so bad. Like, everyone's like...
I don't.
Oh, see, I love fashion. I love wearing ridiculous things. Like, I wear cat suits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I love.
Naturally, like, normally.
Yeah.
But I would, like, die to go to the Met Gala. Like, Oscars, all that, I'm like, whatever.
Right.
Met Gala, that's another level.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just get into the Met Gala.
Right.
That's like you've unlocked a level that most people cannot. Oh.
James Charles went to the Met Gala.
Oh! Wow.
What do you think about that?
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Wow. You just read me to filth.
I'm just saying James Charles went to the Met Gala. Anything's possible.
That is true.
Dream bigger, girl.
That is true.
Dream bigger. James Charles went to the Met Gala. In safety pins.
I forgot about the safety pins. Wait, what year was that?
Let's see. I would say potentially 2019.
Okay.
I want to say it was a pre-pandemic world.
Yeah. Okay. And then things got so complicated.
Yeah, but and then this one actually makes sense, but there's been like RuPaul's Drag Race girls who go to the Met Gala too after they get a little bit bigger. Sure. But also those girls invent fashion trends like that.
They will do it right. You know,
right.
They're not just gonna show up in some like basic ass gown.
Regardless of their level of fame.
Yeah.
A drag queen who is good enough to get on RuPaul's Drag Race is going to serve absolute cunt at the Met Gala.
Exactly.
But like, if James Charles gets an invite, and we can all dream that you too, sitting in your stoop in Mobile, Alabama, honey, you could get an invite to the Met Gala next fucking year.
Next year.
Will Chaperone be invited to the Met
Gala?
Oh my
God, Chaperone is so gonna be at the Met Gala next year. Like,
she's gonna be a good outfit.
She is. I think she's gonna be like cool, unique, creative. Might not stay on trend. No, might not stay on theme.
No, none of them stay on theme, which drives me nuts.
I know. It's like it'll be something. Kylie Jenner just walks in like a red gown.
Right. When it was camp, personal opinion, one of the only people who gave us true camp was Lady Gaga.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
We could do this forever.
We should wrap up. I'm sure you have things to do. She had that was when she did she hosted that year, didn't she? Gaga, the camp year.
Did she host that year?
That was when she had the cell phone, right?
Yeah, and then it started out that big, and then
and she did
smaller and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, great. Well, I could do this forever with you.
We will be doing it again.
Please come back.
You're going to be on my show.
Anytime you're in town, please come on Glitter and Garbage. I will pick you up from the airport.
1,000,000%.
That's how much I believe in you as a guest on Glitter and Garbage.
Love. Hopefully your fans don't eat me alive.
No, they'll love you. They love people who serve cunt. Keep it real, okay? All right. So, what do you have coming up? One more time.
You can catch me every first Wednesday at the Comedy Store at my show, My Straight Friends. I'm on an insane tour. I can't even bother you with all the dates. You should just go to my website, thejoedombrowski.com, and see if I'm coming to a city near you, which I am. So just come. And you can listen to my podcast, the Social Studies Podcast. But more than anything, follow me on all of the social medias. I love you.
He puts out such great content, you guys. Definitely give him a follow. Check him out in a town near you. And if you're in Denver, come see me this Wednesday, South Club, Greenville Village. I'm coming. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on Glitter and Garbage. Bye.